Paris Saint-Germain get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthias de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in a great position here, looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Rashford. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, this looks sharp. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Saliba, it's a pretty loose pass. Tries from a long way out. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here, chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
They're urging him to shoot. Shot a goal! And again! Oh, good finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Fiore. Good driving run. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great defending, strong and determined.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Rashford. Knocks it into space. Out towards the flank. Shot. He's having a shot! It's a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? He's had it taken off him. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pinches it off him. Santos ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Great vision. Oh, what a ball! Shoots! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Santos with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. Fiore. And he's lost his man here. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Neymar. Law.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
It's Rashford. And smartly reclaimed. And he's managed to get free. Referee has just said play on. Pass somewhat off target. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Paris Saint-Germain ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So right back into the action. And this is Bale. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Raul. Oh, this is a great position. And that is expertly dealt with. Fiore. And here's Inzaghi. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's heaved it away. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Wilshere. That has been slung wide. Law. Good read, needed to be. Now Fiore. Filippo Inzaghi, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Filippo Inzaghi. Now there's... Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Van Dijk running with intent. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Cáceres. And that is headed for the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. And this is Wilshere. That's a lovely, neat pass. Inzaghi gets on his bike and on the move. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Akanji gets it clear. Santos needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Law. Fiore. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Law has it in a wide position. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's been cut out, well played. Fiore. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Genuine physical edge about this game, it is. Can he finish? Decent chance!
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So
4.
changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Neymar. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 14. Hazard. Le numéro 15.
Shapes to shoot!
Changement en cours.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Couch. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Inzaghi. And he's found a way past. He's looking wide. Now it's Mbappe. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Can he get on the end? Tries a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Threads one in. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. And he can clear it away. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Une minute.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Beckenbauer with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And there goes the final whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Has a look and plays it forward. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in plenty of space here. Rashford.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And it's Arda Güler. That pass has been well intercepted. Medina. Traoré. Good ball, good take. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. And back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's a cute ball. Silvestre. The ball goes. Header! And it's a goal! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Raul. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rashford. Big chance! And a neat finish. And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again.
Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Romero gets across to intercept that. And this is Inzaghi. Shot could be on.
Oh, it's been flattened there.
That has been knocked clear. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Knocks it into space. And this is Inzaghi. Hangs in across. And he's there to clear it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well timed, excellent interception. And we're back on the ball again. And it's Inzaghi. Bellingham. Güler. Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Omir Ardija have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Not the most convincing of passes. Traoré cuts out the pass. Silvestre. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Haaland! And that's another fine save. And we have our very first corner. Spread to the right. Oh, that's well spotted. Filippo Inzaghi, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Alexander-Arnold.
Romero. Traoré. Quality ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Paris Saint-Germain are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Fiore. Rashford. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. This is the time you need that pace.
Now, can they get him away?
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. It's a promising position. And it's Arda Güler. Here's a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Tchouaméni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Güler plays it short. Cross to the back post. Oh, he's charged, surely! And that's a good finish. Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And now he has 2. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Raul. Oh, that's superb. It's Inzaghi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Raul. Almost an hour gone. Rashford receives. Tries a shot! Great leap! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Filippo Inzaghi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, super ball!
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Stood up well to him there. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Inzaghi. Great vision. And it's Bellingham.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in.
Changement.
Tchouaméni looking for the run. Dani Olmo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played out to the left flank. That's where it came from. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Neymar. Is there any support? He might... And he shoots! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Inzaghi. A droll. An uncompromising challenge. Romero gets it clear.
Attention, changement.
And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Chance! And that's a tiny finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So again, we have parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Pinches it off him.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Kachu! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Changement en cours.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes...
He's having a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive.
And the shot! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
6 minutes de temps additionnel.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Azar conjures time and space where few can. And here's Neymar. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Neymar. Rashford. Chance for a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Rashford is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Romero. Alexander-Arnold. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Neymar, the player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
That has not gone well. Now a Droll. And this is Inzaghi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's superb. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Raul. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Inzaghi. Raul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fiore. Good driving run. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Raul, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Looking to play him in. Fiore. Now it's Inzaghi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Batistuta. And here's Raul. And they've got a throw. Fiore.
Borussia Dortmund genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability, you know, that's always key to success.
That's tidy. Great vision. Lovely bit of skill. De Ligt does really well to win the ball there. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Neymar, he's picked his way through. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? Played through for the wide man. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Fiore. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's in a good position here. Neymar. And they can counter here. Well timed, excellent interception. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Edmilson. Big chance! And it's Shevchenko. Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Hazard. Jabiel, and a shot! Neymar. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Neymar, he has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Hazard. Pugna. So, a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So straight into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. De Ligt deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Xavi Alonso. Hazard. He's got away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rashford. And it's Rashford. Inzaghi. Fiore. Quality ball. And he's well positioned here. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Look at the space here, and the shot! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Oh, he's been caught napping! De Ligt. Paris Saint-Germain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Here's Rodri. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And oh, he's all alone. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni making good progress. Mbappe! He is just caressing the ball. Looking for the run. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Van Bronckhorst proves too strong, too smart. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Xabi Alonso looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fiore. Foot in. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Shevchenko. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Changement en cours.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, what can they come up with? He leaps for it! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Inzaghi. Knocks it out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. And this is Inzaghi. He's found the way through. Philippe, he's rising! Outstanding save to keep that out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Defending of the desperate variety. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
That has been knocked clear. Mbappe. Filippo Inzaghi. The message is clear. None shall pass. Fiore. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the number on the board is 3. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. And that is as far as it goes. Paris Saint-Germain can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Raúl, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Hakimi finds himself offside. Messi. Yamal for Messi. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. Hakim, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red. Porto are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short. And here's Rashford. And he's been shifted off it. Yamal. Floated through. Struck first time. It's hit the crossbar. And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Oh, can he get onto this? And the pass is intercepted. Rizal threads one in. He is through here. Corner then. Porto with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And here's Yamal. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. It's a loose ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Decent chance! But he's left disappointed. Now it's Yamal, and it's Hakimi. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Porto are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Fiore. And here's Raul. Rizal. Xavi Alonso. Howson. Approaching the half-hour mark. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rashford. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Into the channel, and he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through, tries a shot, and that's in. They are purring, truly purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is lovely. Showing good feet. He's come in hard. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Changement en cours.
So off we go again. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ambitious ball here. Chouameni. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Linton. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. He can run onto that. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Hakimi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Howson calmly anticipates. Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up early in the second half. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's burst through. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's just got under that.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Fiore. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Rashford, looking for the run. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not the most accurate pass. That is good alertness. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Attention, changement.
Howson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Chouameni. Inzaghi. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a mistake! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's well seen too. Linton. And here's Shevchenko. De Ligt cuts it out. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, now he can run away with it. It's Rashford! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Ah, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Fiore. And it's Messi, looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Fiore ploughing through the middle.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Paredes. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Kane. Romero deals with that comfortably. Now it's Raul. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well measured. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Stood up well to him there.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He has a look up. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Fiore. Kovacic. Yamal. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar could move up a gear here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Neymar. Now Mbappe.
Paris Saint-Germain always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he welcomes... Tries a shot! Fiore. Neymar. Now Fiore. Rashford. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fiore! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Après 34 minutes de jeu, le numéro 4.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He can run onto that. And he's in one-on-one. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Van Dijk.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Kane. Van Bronckhorst.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. Now it's Rashford. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saliba wins the duel this time. Fiore goes for a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Paris Saint-Germain firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Yamal. And here's Kane. Chouameni. Neymar. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Molina. Molina. And here's Messi. And this is Messi. And a chance! Neymar. Senesi kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, that's been intercepted. Paredes. Great vision. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Fiore on 2 now, and looking for 3. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the through ball. And this is Raul. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, cracking ball. Takes a shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Saliba. Neymar. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Neymar has the space to scheme. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Pinches it off him. Paredes. Inzaghi powering forward here, and he welcomes it in. He's being urged to shoot. Chance, surely! Has fallen kindly here. And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Raul receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Very nicely done. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
And we have our very first corner.
Messi, le numéro 19, le numéro 15. À leur place, le
Cleared
numéro 6,
away.
le numéro 22, le numéro 13.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Raul. And here's Neymar. Camavinga running with the ball. It's a promising position. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. That is ended up in no man's land. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Inzaghi. And here's Raul. He has found the way through. Raul, and a header! And there's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's found the way through. And it's been hooked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get away here? Fiore. And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Fiore on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Paris Saint-Germain, Milan AC.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Paris Saint-Germain need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's lofted through here. Chance to deliver. He leaps for it! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Raul. Filippo, and a chance! We've got a goal! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button, and we're back where we were. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Fiore. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Can he get on the end of this? Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, this looks sharp. Threads one in, and this is Neymar. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nunez! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan leading now. McAllister powering forward here. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Good take. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Fiore actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Raul. There's the shot!
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, cracking ball. Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Stood up well to him there. And it's Rashford. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. He's got away. Elects to cross. Tries a shot. And that has fair fizzed. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Paris Saint-Germain given another corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. And the shot! And it's there! Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give...
Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the turnaround is complete. Just extraordinary.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And he's being shifted off it. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rashford. Howson cuts out the pass. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Rashford. Oh, they could break here. No, that's been intercepted. They're urging him to shoot. And the finish! Totti. Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. And Darwin. Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. He's rising! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to...
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Paris Saint-Germain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So for 45 minutes, these teams have matched each other, mirrored each other. We have ourselves a gem of a game here. Back on the way then.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Played back. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain now in a position for chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's shot at goal!
Attention, changement.
Paris Saint-Germain get their 4th corner. Milan have the chance to go the other way. The referee's awarded a free kick. Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. McAllister. And it's Kukçu. That's Gerrard. Gerrard tries from distance. Zaire Emery. Kukçu. And it's Gerrard. And here's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Raul running with the ball. Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Romero, well, he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fiore. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 4.
So changes afoot here, and
10.
from both sides.
Filippo Inzaghi. Le numéro 18. À leur place.
Excellent
Le
challenge
numéro
there,
9.
uncompromising.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 14.
Hazard.
Changement en cours.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hazard. Shevchenko. That is lovely. Good ball, good take. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. He's found a way through. Takes a header! And it's in! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Batistuta. Romero gets over and intercepts. Raul is sharing after that one. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Shevchenko. Dani Olmo. Raul gets a good foot in there. And it's Azar. Aims beyond the and Shevchenko! And that's past the post.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
Could be danger here. Real chance! And that's in! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Van Bronckhorst. And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. A promotion. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Van Bronckhorst with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bernardo Silva gives it back. And that's gone loose.
Kajolu.
And it's Messi. And Fermin. Rashford. That has been cut short. Now a droll. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Timber. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Raul. Fermin. Nuno Mendes. And it's Lopez. And Fermin. And it's Mendes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good-looking ball. So, what can they make of this?
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Timber. And it's Lopez. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Mendes. Fermin. Now Timber, and he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. He's on it, can he get away? Hazard. And it's Lopez. Spread out to the left. Hazard, showing good feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great work on the overlap. Bernardo Silva. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Keeper's dealt with that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Approaching the half-hour mark. Bernardo Silva. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And it's Lopez. Ball swung in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Koundé. Bernardo Silva. Fermin. And it's Timber. He's having a hit! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's picked his way through. Hazard. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Inzaghi. Kajolu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Koundé.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Messi gets flagged offside. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. That'll be a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Now it's Messi. That's the throw. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Rashford. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that was vital. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi. Hazard, who's set up one goal so far. Rashford wins the duel this time. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. Nicely shaped cross. Paris Saint-Germain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Bernardo Silva. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Nuno Mendes looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gerrard. Kajolu. And this is Messi. Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Fiore. And no, that was never going to make it. Kajolu. Koundé. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Spread to the right, looking for the run.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And Bronkhorst, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's clever. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Neymar. And it's Chouameni. 75 minutes played. Great vision. That's a... And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Inzaghi. Can he finish?
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Vermi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Now it's Messi. Paris Saint-Germain could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter.
Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught napping. And Lopez with the cross. Oh, shooting chance! And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And it's Messi. Somewhat off target. And here's Messi. Gerrard. Bernardo Silva. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Leno claims it. Safe hands.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I hate to sound
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely... Fiore! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Uruguay finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's having a go! And another try! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Uruguay restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone astray. He is just caressing the ball. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? And here's Raul. And he is... It's Raul! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pacho. Swung over. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Strokes it back. Nice interception, well timed. Played out to the left flank. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Alexander-Arnold. Perisic. Yamal. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Bellingham. To Martinez. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Passing nice and neat. He's had a shot! Perilously close. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Raul. Raul. Always goal side, and the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Bellingham. Neymar. Raul. Now Fiore. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Inzaghi. Foot in. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. It's a pretty loose pass. Rashford. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, good read. It's gone for a throw-in. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Inzaghi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tchouaméni. Aims beyond the defence. Shot and goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Filippo Inzaghi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Uruguay have the chance to go the other way. Barcola, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga, now it's Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Pacho. Martinez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Paris Saint-Germain are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. And it's Camavinga. That's Perisic. Kimmich. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fiore. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Rashford! Kimmich. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Inzaghi. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. Long ball upfield. Camavinga. That's destined for the flank. Barcola receives it in a wide. Barcola! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Camavinga. Barcola. Knocks it into space. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Saliba did well to stay calm there. And it's Chouameni.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would...
Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. 200. It's the goal they all came to see. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Threads one in. Good read, needed to be. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Uruguay are down to 10 men. Fiore. Raul gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fiore. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, such a clever touch. Wiggles his way through. Oh, that's nice. And he's managed to get free. Perisic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Rashford. He's in a good position here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. Raya to save this spot. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape.
Towering header! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like...
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Driving forward. Well, it's Batistuta. Messi receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another chance from a corner. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Adams gets across and deals with it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Now it's Hazard. Donatoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoisted in. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Inzaghi. Tanucci cuts it out. Now it's Rashford. That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Inzaghi, and that's been won straight back. Now it's Batistuta. Real chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Tries to play it through. And it's Guardiola. That's a good ball out wide. Takes a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Donatoni certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Not the most accurate pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a really well-measured ball. He has found the way through. Plenty to... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Guardiola goes short. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he stop it going out? Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Inzaghi. Hazard. And it's been played through. He's found the way through. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fiore. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread out to the left. Ah, such a clever touch. Now it's Donatoni. And he shoots! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Guardiola. Good take, and is he in? Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. And this is Hazard. And that's an excellent interception. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliantly. Not a hint of offside here. And we expect a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fiore. Plenty of it. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Hazard. Number 7.
So we're off again.
Batistuta.
Paris Saint-Germain currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Number 11, Fernando Torres.
Neymar. Filippo Inzaghi, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rashford. Guardiola gets a foot in here. And a chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Droll. Rashford. Lovely bit of skill. That is a superb rearguard action. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Can he finish? And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Paris Saint-Germain benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. To Nielsen. Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. Raul. Howson does well to get it back. Donatoni. Neymar. Now Fiore. He can run onto that. And this is Raul. They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He is through here. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now who's going to be first to this? And he welcomes it in. Oh, what a mistake! Donatoni.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Great chance! Yes! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
They're urging him to shoot.
Got a Tony.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, he's burst through. Fiore. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain after 84 minutes is number 4, Fiore.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback,
There's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Aimed beyond the defence. Fiore is wide and looking to get onto this. Gerrard. Here's Roberto Carlos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Roberto Carlos has got himself a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Now it's Raul. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. That is great defending, so alert. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And he's managed to get free. Shot, surely! And another try! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Van der Ven. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Inzaghi. He won't be happy with that one. Yamal. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Chouameni. Now it's Kane. That's a shade optimistic. Saliba. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Fiore.
Flamengo really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Raul going about things with real menace. And here's Yamal. Yamal powering forward here. Kane. And he was alert to it. Scores! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Flamengo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's intervened well there. Onana. And it's Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Serves up across. Keeper's dealt with that. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. Tomori does well to get it back. Gerrard. And here's Kane. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back. Filippo inside, and the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, super ball!
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Gerrard. Koundé. And Jamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been...
Goes for a shot!
And he's really put himself on the line here. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Fiore knocks it into space. Oh, can he finish? And no mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Flamengo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No way through. Rashford. So we've reached the hour mark. Pinches it off him. Fiore. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 19, camisa 20, camisa 21. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5, camisa 11.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
9.
Nicely worked. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Raul. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neymar. Now this could be a chance.
He's having a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead. Oh, now he can run away with it. Messi. Foot in. He is through here.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Flamengo can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Messi. Onana. And here's Ferran Torres. Looking to play him in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now it's Inzaghi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Onana calmly anticipates. Gerrard. Scholes. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, good! Against the crossbar. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect.
Shot at goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
All hands on deck for this one.
Camisa 8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4. Camisa 15.
Wants to play it back.
Roberto Carlos!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Couldn't squeeze it through. It's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Koundé, Tomori. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres venturing down the left. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And time is up. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant...
Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! 2-0, and in next to no time.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 10.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Romero, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rashford. Oh, that's fabulous.
Tries a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Inzaghi. And here's Rashford. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi.
Chance!
He's a sharp little ball here.
A header!
It's bounced back off the post. Chouameni. And this is Luis Suarez. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Filippo Inzaghi. Rashford is onto this.
He's having a shot!
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective...
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Pepe trying to keep this in. Aims beyond the defence. And he's being shifted off it. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Raul.
He's had a shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Raul. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's made its way to him.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Inzaghi. Plays a sharp little ball.
Decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front!
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham.
Rummenigge!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Raul. And that is a little undercooked. That's the throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Knocks it into space. Raul gets into a good position. Lovely bit of skill. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good strength. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He has found the way through. Shot could be on. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Rashford! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has not gone well. Gravenberg. Rummenigge pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And here's Raul. Oh, he's bustling through here. Eto'o, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Hullet. Has a look up and drives it forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Neymar. Pass is just off target. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the...
And the shot! Haaland! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Milan dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Hullet. Oh no circumventing this opponent. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Raul running with the ball. Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eto'o. And he skips past his man. And a chance!
Paris Saint-Germain really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Eto'o, quick look, then plays it in. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
"60 minutes played. Spread it left. Now it's Haaland. Well, they've got it again. Lofted in. Leno claims it without any fuss. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now, can they get him away? Pepe. Maldini. Keeper's got good distance on that. Eto'o. He's found a way through. This looks promising.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 4. Le numéro
Paris
18.
Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Milan have their lead.
Le
Yeah, I
numéro
always
9.
felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and
Le
tempo.
numéro 21.
Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That's very neat.
Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's Maldini. Nicely weighted ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Changement en cours.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar, and the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Shevchenko, chance for a shot! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Eto'o really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Well, that has changed the dynamic. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions.
They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Neto. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now then, the ball's come loose.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Cleared away. Oh, what a mistake! There's the shot! And that's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Paris Saint-Germain give them some